What's up, everybody? Ben Reza here for Odd Chopper, and I am back. That means more college football is upon us. Another gigantic Saturday of games. You know what we're going to do? We're going to pick a couple. We're going to put them in a parlay. We're going to try to cash that plus money ticket. It's not easy, but we can do it. I know we can. You know why? Because we did it last week. We put one on the board finally. It's never easy, but we connected the dots with Oregon and Penn State. It was beautiful. We got to the last game. Kansas State got us there. Just fantastic. So I hope you guys tailed that. If you did, if not, I'm glad you're here though. Odd Chopper, welcome aboard. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's dive into these games. First one up. This is going to be the fair warning. This is an ugly parlay, but I kind of like it. And it starts with Oklahoma minus 20 points. Yeah, we're going there. Iowa State is just terrible. I really could just move on and save us all some time, but I guess I'll explain this. Iowa State, it's just been a lost season. They've got issues. They had gambling problems. The guys were suspended. They're 2-2. They beat Northern Iowa. They beat Oklahoma State, which is kind of surprising, but it was at home, and Oklahoma State's got issues of their own. They lost by 7 points to Iowa. They lost by 3 points to Ohio, 10-7. They haven't seen a team, maybe even if they're not watching TV, they haven't seen a team in the same stratosphere as Oklahoma offensively. All the teams they've played, some of them are decent squads like Iowa, but Iowa can't score. Oklahoma's offense is going to decimate this team. They're in Norman. Oklahoma doesn't show any mercy. They beat a team 73-0. They hung 66 points against Tulsa. Then they went on the road. They played Cincinnati and whatnot. They got through it. Dylan Gabriel's awesome. 12 touchdowns, 1 pick on the year. Name your score. And when I say name your score, when it's Oklahoma, they like to name big scores. They do not take their foot off the gas. I don't see this being even remotely competitive. This screams, 48-14. Maybe they can slow the tempo a little bit. I just think Oklahoma's offense is too dynamic, particularly at home. They get it going. Inside 3 touchdowns. First bet on the board is Oklahoma. Now, got 2 more for you, of course, because we're building a parlay. But as I told you last week, and I know a lot of you took advantage of this because I saw the questions in our Discord. If you have not taken advantage and you don't play on BetMGM, you can do that. Bet 10, get 200 in bonus bets. The link is below. What does it mean? You sign up. You put in $10. Bet it on something. Win, lose, or draw. You're getting $200 in bonus bets back. That is this perfect formula if you want to take some shots. I love betting some parlays here and there, trying to turn a little money into a lot of money. It's not the best thing for your bankroll at times, but when you get bonus bets, it makes it a hell of a lot easier to do. So again, the link is below. Got to be 21 plus. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Oklahoma's on the board. Now, we'll get to the second game. We're scrolling up. It's right here. Texas State, the team of destiny. Putting them on the parlay. And I will say, I want to say this at the beginning. If you're still watching, though, I'm not a big victory lap person because I get a lot of stuff wrong just like everybody else. But I hope everybody that commented that Colorado was going to beat the hell out of Oregon, I hope you came back to watch the video. And if you did, maybe you just hit the like button for me because that did not happen. Took a lot of slander in the comments about Colorado, and they were not ready to deal with that Oregon offense. And hopefully Southern Miss will not be ready to deal with Texas State's offense because Texas State is awesome. The Incarnate Word coaching staff came there, and they are doing some really fun things. If you haven't seen this team, you should take some time and watch them. They play a crazy style, wild up tempo, elite, just all sorts of throwing the ball everywhere. They've got 2 quarterbacks that are both really good. Transfers, Finley and Hornsby, both from the SEC. This team beat Baylor. They hung 77 points on Jackson State. They beat Nevada last week in a weird game because they were down. It was like 17-0, and then they scored 35 points like lightning. They were turning the ball over all sorts in the red zone. They got to limit the turnovers. There's no doubt about that, but this team is great. Finley can throw the ball. Hornsby can run the ball. Coaching staff knows what they're doing, and they're playing Southern Miss, who I don't like at all. They beat Alcorn State, lost to Florida State, lost to Tulane, and then they lost to Arkansas State. Their quarterback, not great. Five touchdowns, 4 picks. The offensive line is absolutely abysmal. They could probably move the ball against Texas State. I don't really like Texas State's defense, even though they've been better than I thought. Shout out to that coaching staff. I do not see how Southern Miss slows Texas State. Texas State can move the ball. They spread you out. They play, like I said, a crazy, difficult style to plan for. I just think there will be points in bunches here. Yes, you're going on the road. Yes, it's some average at best teams. inside a touchdown, I think Texas State is a clear better team here, and I think they'll show it. Just too much offense for Southern Miss. I don't think they'll be able to keep pace. Texas State gets it done, -5.5, the second leg of the parlay. I told you it was going to be ugly. Oklahoma and Texas State. One more for you. One more for you. Also, I've mentioned Discord. You can always join there if you want more picks, you want more plays, you want a great team of us and a community that's behind you. We all work together in there. We win together, we lose together. We just have a good time. We're talking strategies, sharing picks, all that. So if you want more than just these videos, come on in. Get 50% off your first week. You will not regret it. Or maybe you will, but then you know. Can't promise anything, but we have a good time. That much I can promise. Let's put the third game. So you get the first two. You've got the late night sweat now. Where do we go? Maybe to the most egregious of them all. I don't understand this. And someone that's smarter than me maybe can explain this to me. I had literally zero intentions of betting this game. And then I saw this and I was just like, wait, what? And I know that Fresno State's defense is good and Nevada is awful. I think there are scenarios where Fresno State scores 51 themselves. So I'm not really sure what we're doing here. They scored 53 last week against Kent State. I think Kent State's better than Nevada. Nevada is awful. I would know. I watched them play against Texas State last week. Nevada has allowed 30 or more points to all their opponents. They're 0-4. One of those opponents was an FCS school in Idaho. That can't be good. This is the worst defense in the country. There is no doubt in my mind. Nevada has the worst defense in the country. Now, can Nevada score? I don't know. Hopefully they score hopefully they score 25 and then we'll laugh to the window. But can they give us 14? I think possibly. I mean, Fresno State, again, it's a good, solid defense and they're at home, but I just don't really understand this line. Their offense is wildly efficient. Keene has been great. They're a little banged up, but I don't see any problems here. You see a 24.5-point spread, so we know the large majority of points are coming from the Fresno State side. The pace, I'm not going to say it doesn't line up. It's not perfect. Both of these teams are very content playing average at best pace, but it's not crazy. It's not Air Force. It's not Army. Nevada's 91st in seconds per play. Fresno State is 77th. Those are fine numbers. I wish they were a little faster, but the efficiency should get us there. If Nevada does anything competent, anything, I think this goes over 50.5. I don't understand this line. I searched. Maybe I missed something in, they're calling for cyclones. I don't know. But it seems to me that Fresno State's offense will dominate in this game. I think they give you 40 to 50 themselves. Nevada will be fine. Give you 14. Give me 17. We call it a day, and we hopefully connect the dots with these three plays. So I'm taking the over 50.5. Just business. Nevada and Fresno State. All right, we've talked about three picks. Let's put them all together. Let's see what we got going on here. Oklahoma -20, Texas State -5.5, over 50.5 in the Fresno State Nevada game. Quite a parlay. I'm not going to lie. Really don't know what to say, but this is, again, you put it all together, got opportunities, and we hopefully string it all together here with these three. But there we have it. Again, if you have any questions, you can always contact me at JazzRazDFS on Twitter. You can always find me on OddShopper. Here, let me zoom in a little more. We got the plus 595 over here. Doing a terrible job of doing this, but you got this. We did this last week, put in a little Hundy spot, and hopefully get that nice payout. Because there we have it. That is what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to make it 2 in a row. It's not easy, but it can be done. And that's what we're going to do this week. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate all the support. Even the people going against it. I'm all for it. It's just games. We try to put the best picks on the board, and we try to cash those tickets. Hopefully, we do that this week with these three. For me, for Oklahoma, for Texas State, and Nevada and Fresno together. Good luck. Enjoy all the games and come back next week. Same time, same place.